Zach should be jumping in here pretty soon.
Says receiving content. Audience will see it shortly. And it looks like we're live.
Looks like we're live.
So what's up, everybody, man? Welcome. This is the first official stream, although we did a stream last week.
Yeah.
Had some technical difficulties. We hopefully have somebody watching who can help us make sure our sound is not doing what it was doing last time. But yeah, it's a stream last week.
Yeah.
Had some. Sounded like it was no echo or delay there, so
Seems to be working.
that sounded pretty good too. We got the Rode microphone I just got. We're using that, so pretty cool. All right, so
Welcome to the stream.
let's see. Can I just type something in there? I guess you can. All right, so this is TuneD. So this is basically just a live stream that Zodiax and myself decided to put together. Just kind of doing some tutorials and just showing, really just want to help people, help people who are interested in learning more about making music and hip hop production in particular. And we'll be using two different DAWs, right?
That is correct.
I use Reason primarily, and what DAW are you going to be using?
And I'm going to be using FL Studio. We'll start with 11. I'll be upgrading to 12 soon. Just haven't had a chance to yet.
Sweet. Yeah, so we'll be getting, hopefully soon there'll be one here, once a week where we got 1 week it'll be Reason, the next week it'll be FL Studio, and then eventually hopefully we can do 2 a week. But we just want to start out with at least with the one, and so we'll get started. So this is Reason I've got open here. We're actually going to go ahead and kind of make a beat together. Let's go ahead and go to a full screen.
Alright, since Jason is the local expert here on Reason, we're going to go ahead and let him take charge for a moment.
Alright, I'm just going to open a track that I've already gotten done to kind of give you an idea. See if I can find something. Yeah, no, I just forget sometimes. Oh, there we go. There's a song that I've got that I made here in Reason. So basically, Reason breaks down to three separate elements, three main parts of Reason.
All right.
4 if you include the browser, but we're just going to go ahead and talk about primarily these elements here on the screen.
Alright, so go ahead and explain to me, what am I looking at right now?
Okay, so this is Reason. These are your three main parts of Reason. You have your mixer,
Okay.
your rack, and your sequencer.
Okay.
Sequencers, are pretty much, I won't say they're exactly the same, but they're a lot alike throughout the different DAWs.
Okay.
They're just basically your MIDI notes, your MIDI information that you're playing, or if you're recording actual audio, then it'll be your WAV files for your recorded audio. Sorry, I got everything minimized here, but let's see.
Okay, and what's that up top? Is that a mixer?
Yeah, so this is the mixer. Anything you open in Reason, you'll get a mix channel for, and so you'll be able to use the SSL mixer. They've got it.
Okay.
It's basically just modeled after real, the whole thing. That's the thing with Reason. It's all modeled after real world hardware. So for instance, the rack here. Let's go ahead. So as you can see, these are my instruments here. And then they're actually, if you hit tab here, it turns it around. As you can see, you can actually wire everything. These are all my mix channels.
Okay.
So each one of these represents a channel in the mixer.
So this is the back of it?
Yeah, so this is the back of Reason where you can actually hook stuff up. And the cool thing about Reason is if you actually learn how to hook stuff up, using the back end like this, it's the same as hooking it up in real life. So basically learning how real world application for the program.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, so that's kind of just to give you an idea. Once the song's all done, there's a lot to it. But we're gonna start from scratch. So let's go ahead and start a new track. Close this one.
I see your face over there. What's that?
Oh, that's a custom skin I did for my own combinator.
Okay.
That's another cool thing with Reason. They have what's called a combinator, where you can actually combine a bunch of different instruments to create a new, sound.
Okay.
On this one, let's see. So I actually have an NXT playing some samples, vocal samples, and it looks like I got a Neptune and this Audiomatic. It's kind of just add some color to it.
Oh, okay.
And so that's all just for my vocal samples. And then I have a bass sample right here, and then there's another synth sample. And on this one, I've got EQ and a compressor. You got your line here, mixer, so that you can kind of same thing in the back here. You can hook everything up.
Right.
I mean, as you can see, it gets kind of like messy there for after a while, but yeah, that's like way advanced down the road. And that's the thing. If come in here and just show people that alone, and people probably like, oh, I do not want to use Reason. It's too convoluted and there's too much to it. Okay. Which there is a lot to it, but it is also simple, and the workflow is simple. So I'll kind of go over that and show you how we can just start easy. So let's go ahead and start a track. So this here is your browser. And this is where all your sounds are at. So if you just click here, these are all your effects. So as you can see, that's another cool thing about Reason. There's tons of effects. Your utilities, here's your combinator, and then just some different utilities. There's the mixers and mix channels and different things. And then these are the actual instruments. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with, I guess we'll start with the redrum. And if you just see, you can click and drag, and you see how it creates that little plus sign there. So that means it's just going to pop it right in there. In my rack, and also should have created a mix channel for that instrument.
Okay, so every instrument you put in here, it'll actually give it its own mixer channel?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then if you want, you can actually go into like something, say like the redrum here, it's got multiple channels. Mm-hmm. So it also has multiple outs on the back. So instead of just going everything out of a left and right out, you could create a mix channel for each one of these. So, for instance, if we're going to do a drum and you wanted to get more separation in your mix, then that's what you would do. You'd want to have a mix channel for each of these.
Hey, that's neat.
So let's go ahead and I guess we'll start kind of playing with the sounds here, see what we can find.
So you guys can't see this right now, but right now Lyve is actually jamming on a keyboard right now in front of us.
Let's see here. I can kind of give them an idea of how I got it set up. Oops. So sorry. Hold on, maybe it's easier to take it off of that. So this is the MIDI controller. All it is a keyboard, and it plugs in here through the back. Here you got your USB, and that goes plugged into your computer, and then it detects in Reason. And so this is what we'll be using to make our beats. Sorry for the poor camera work there. It's a little bit of a So you said you had an idea of what you wanted to do this time, huh?
I do kind of have an idea, although I'm not exactly sure I can reproduce something like that was requested of me in Reason, because I don't understand Reason enough to get the sounds I need. But I do have an idea of kind of what what I want to do.
Okay, so are we going to be using a sample? Are we just going to try to play something from scratch and get a melody going?
Yeah, we'll play something from scratch, get a melody going.
Do you want to do that first, or should we lay some drums first, or what do you think? Is the rhythm help you to do that?
Yeah, let's lay some drums down first.
Okay. So we'll just lay down a real simple drum, and then we can always go back and change it and add more to it later.
Right.
One of the ways you could do it here with the redrum, why I chose the redrum, is because they have a pattern section here. And so if you actually enable this, and let's set our bars. See here we got our left and right on our sequencer.
Alright, so what does the sequencer do?
So the sequencer is basically where all the MIDI information gets recorded into, and then if you record actual audio through a microphone, it also is going to show up in your sequencer. Okay. And that's where you actually sequence your track and you know, get the breakdown how you want it and stuff.
Okay.
But so the left and right here is actually going to be our patterns. So we're going to set it for a 4/4. So we'll just go ahead and go 4 bars and hit our loop button here, as you can see. We'll go ahead and go back to full screen. Corey, what's up, man? Yeah, definitely need to invite. You know Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, invite people, have them check it out. It's gonna be cool.
Hey, how you doing, man?
So let's see. We are okay. So and there's a lot of different drums too. You know. Let's go look at some of the other hip hop kits, and these are the actual kits. And in order to change out your sounds in redrum here, you just click on this little folder here and see how it turns orange. And now the browser appears orange and it says browse patches for hip hop kit. So that's how you know you're actually switching out the right one.
Okay, cool.
And so we'll go ahead and go into our hip hop kits and kind of play with, see which ones we get. That was alright.
So as you're clicking through them, you're just checking the sounds off the keyboard then? So if you double click, will it just apply it immediately?
Yeah, as soon as you double click it, it'll switch them out in here. And see, as you can see, as I'm hitting on the keyboard, you see the little play button plays. You can also hit that play button with your mouse.
Okay.
And that'll also allow you to kind of see what the sounds are.
Oh, okay.
And then you can always play something too and change out the whole kit later as well.
Alright, so they all seem to come in like a group or like a package, so to speak. So if let's say you grab a kit and then you don't like the way the snare sounds, we'll be able to change it out.
Yeah. So see, like how each individual channel has its own folder. If you click on that, see now you're in the folder for just that sound, and you can actually change that out, just that snare.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and let's play with this one a little bit, and I might mess with the snares.
Like that, kind of like a little boom bappy kind of feel. Yeah.
So you can actually just record this off using the MIDI controller and record it right into your sequencer. Let's go ahead. What tempo are you thinking?
Let's go to about 130.
130.
So we'll do a double time.
So we're just like more like a 65.
Yeah, a little bit slower.
Okay, so there's several ways we could do this. We could, like I said, we could actually record in what we're playing here by hand. We can also, if we want to, create a clip here and then actually go inside, and then you can actually program it if you want.
Okay. And
visually.
So that bar down there, that's the tempo? The number that I see down there?
Yeah, this right here, that's your tempo. And here's your tap. They used to have the tap over here and a bigger button. I hope they go back to that because I hate that the tap's so small there.
Oh, your tap button's tiny.
Yeah, it's tiny. And there's your time signature. So we're going to be doing a 4/4.
Okay.
Which is pretty much standard for most popular music now these days. So if I hit click, here's your click and your pre.
Mm-hmm.
And click's going to use your metronome.
Okay.
See, so if you want, you could actually just go in and draw the notes in if you want as well. So as you can see that as I mouse over the sounds, how it turns into a little speaker.
Yeah.
So that allows me to
preview it?
Preview the sounds there.
Oh, okay.
But see, you can also actually, if I hit record and I played it up here.
Oh, you could just click it in?
See, and then say how a couple of those are a little bit off there.
Okay.
Or just playing simple quarter notes. So if you just kind of select those, go down here to this number here,
Okay.
and change it to your quarter note, then you can quantize it and it should put it right where you wanted them.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
So a little bit different, but you can actually take these and move these as well. So that's one way we could do it. Actually draw it in. I tend to do that with some tracks, especially like if we go higher tempo, it's a little bit easier to do.
Just to draw it in, okay.
And other times, I might just play it. So let's see. Another way we can do it is we can actually go back to the rack and go here on redrum. I see it has this this pattern sequencer here. So if I go play, as you can see, the lights up.
Okay.
So if I select the sound here that I wanna use, see the select button.
Right.
So.
Oh, okay. That looks really familiar to me. That's pretty similar to FL Studio, the way we can sequence our drums. That's actually pretty convenient.
See, as you see, I got it just kind of kicking it on the down.
Oh, what sound are you looking for, Zach?
It's probably the people upstairs, and I apologize. We got an open mic. We had to do it this way because last time we did this, we did a whole episode, and we ended up finding out after we did it that the sound was like feeding back really bad. So, yeah, we decided to eliminate that by going with this open mic. But the problem with that is it's going to pick up everything for, 2 blocks away, it seems like.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
Alright, and so another way you can do is just play it with your keyboard, so we can do that. Oh wait. If I turn on my pre, it's going to give me a 4 count. See, so you can actually play it in that way as well. And then another thing you can do is turn on the cue record here, so it'll actually quantize it as you play it. Let's go 8 notes again. So that way, if you're slightly off while you're playing,
Okay.
So that sounds a little weird, huh? What are they doing now?
Oh, you still have the patterns.
Ah, right. So you just turn that stuff off if you don't want to be doing that.
Okay.
Okay. So, say you had I think I heard a hi-hat in there I didn't really want. Let's see it right there.
Okay.
It's actually cool, but we'll add something like that later. So you can take that out. And then say if you wanted those to hit harder, you can change to your pencil tool here and go down to your velocity and actually turn up the velocity in those notes so that they're hitting a little bit harder there.
Okay, and what are all those tools in the sequencer?
Which ones?
Let's see, you guys see
Oh,
an
these
eraser looking
So
thing.
yeah, the eraser is just to go ahead and erase notes, so you can see you can erase them if you want to.
Okay.
The pencil is to draw notes in,
Oh, okay. So that's familiar to
and
me
then
too.
your arrow there is just actually you can select and make them longer if you want. You can move them,
Okay.
so you can change the duration, the velocity, and then if you want to actually use this razor tool, you can cut stuff down, or you can cut split clips, like if you had a longer clip.
Oh.
That's what this whole thing here is called, is a clip here. So, but yeah.
Oh, he asked us to play a drum. Alright, we'll play some drums right now. Let me know if you hear it.
So we want to kind of go trappy, so we'll play with that here. Let's see if we drop it. So I don't know something in there.
Oh, you can only hear us talking? You don't hear the music at all?
Oh, okay. That's not good. Let's see.
Thanks for letting us know. We're gonna try to fix that. Alright, we're trying to fix it. This is why we need someone to watch the stream for us to let us know.
Oh, okay, I think I know what I did. Let's see, man. There we go. Audio input device. Alright, let us know if you start hearing it, man. I apologize. Let's see. This is the issue with the new stream. We'll figure all this little stuff out.
How about, do you hear now?
I guess another thing I could do is check the actual audio on the stream. Weird. Stream. Weird.
Huh.
Okay, so yeah, it's not outputting here.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's some kind of output issue. You're right. So let's see. I can figure this out.
Alright.
Can't be too difficult.
Can't be too
It's just
difficult.
one sound here. So desktop audio. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so it looks like we have so it looks like we actually we're picking up audio on the camera as well, but it's not feeding in because I don't have it set up that way.
Okay.
So
And
let's see.
let's see, so why aren't we getting sound from here?
So I'm trying to figure out, you know what, I think it could be, hold on. That should have fixed the issue, I believe.
How's that? Yo, what's up, Sean? Thanks for making it. Zach's here too.
So if you can hear the drum now, please let us know. I think you can.
I don't know if you guys can hear the drums. Please tell me you can hear the drums.
I don't know what else it could be. Sweet. Yeah, I had to actually change the audio card driver. See, that's the thing. I made all these drivers. But you got your main M box 2 driver, which should have been working, but for whatever reason, it had to use a line out.
Okay.
Probably because it's feeding into the other program. Sounds punchy. Hell yeah. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and just kind of leave that there. We can add some more to it later. It's just a simple 4. We'll go ahead and make it an 8-bar loop.
So, as you guys know, again, thanks for coming in, Sean. This is going to be not my first time, I guess, my second time technically, but we're working in Reason, and I don't reason at all, so that's why we have Lyve here to do that for you. As you can see, Zach, it does look kind of weird, doesn't it?
So Zach uses what, Fruity Loops as well?
Mm-hmm. Uses FL Studio. We make beats together sometimes. You'll see us on a stream. If anyone else jumps in, they can see us stream with us. We'll be working on something together sometime.
Dope. Okay, so yeah, that's just a basic little drum. So we can go ahead and. So what are you thinking? What do you want to add to it?
Let's start with a synthy kind of instrument.
All right, let's play with a Thor then. It's a polysonic synthesizer. So same thing. You just go up to your instruments here in your browser. Just grab the Thor and just drag it right in there, and there it is.
Oh, absolutely. I love that sound. All right, I guess we're switching places, guys. I'm taking reign of this.
Sorry, it's a little bit tight fit right now.
Alright, let's see how this one. Not as much. Let's see. So how do I change the instruments then? Oh, would it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's all ready to go. So you can just start clicking over here in your browser and start playing with some different sounds. Just double click on them.
Gangsta. Gangsta. That's what this light is called. Gangsta. Didn't get far. Yeah. So hopefully, like maybe once we use this a little bit more, I should be able to get it. Alright, let's see what we got here. G funk.
Only if the G stands for ghetto. Some ghetto funk.
Just seeing if it cool. Alright, let's go ahead and record something then. Alright. So, just when I'm ready, just push the record button and we'll start.
Yeah, and if you want the metronome, you can push the click and bring it back in.
Okay. So, one stop.
It's going to give you a 4 count. So you can stop it. Now if you want, you can grab it and shorten the clip.
Okay.
Arrow, drag it. There you go.
And then, so is it set to quantize for me automatically?
It did. So if you play it back, it was quantizing at an 8th note. So it should be about right.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So now if you want to copy that, just grab it like you did and drag it over, but hold down your control key on your keyboard. Plus sign. There you go.
Let's see what we got here. So this should be a little bit more familiar to us, Zach, since we draw our notes. Alright, so if I wanted to place a note, would I use the pencil tool?
You can, or you can actually grab that note and do the same thing you did with the whole clip, and just hold down control and drag it where you want. See, and that kind of helps you to be able to hear where you're going with the note. That sounds dope already.
Dope. Alright, let's see, let's add one here. So I'm thinking more of like kind of an arpeggiated kind of sound. So what that means is sound notes that go within a certain chord or a certain, what's the word? A certain
scale?
Key. There we go, yeah, a certain key or scale. So it'll go up and down that. So let's go ahead and see.
Pretty cool.
Not bad. Okay.
got 2 selected.
That's why. We're gonna start off with a simple one for this one and get tuned down. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Okay.
So this is definitely a dope ass method because it's just like being able to see the keys there. You know, like how you move, you can actually see what key you're in.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll start that over. Okay. There we go. There we go. So this instrument, I guess it would be considered a lead instrument too, right? Or a lead instrument, or a lead instrument.
What's that?
So in FL Studio, we have these things called lead or lead instruments. I don't know how they're pronounced exactly.
Lead.
Yeah, a lead instrument, and what it is those notes will naturally pool when they overlap each other a tiny bit. So it'll go from like that kind of sound.
Right.
So I guess this is one of those, and it sounds pretty good actually when you start pulling it like that. I wasn't so sure at first when I first started mashing on the keyboard, but it turned out okay. Put a drastic pool up top. Let's see if that changes the way it feels a little bit. Whoops. Cool.
Corey said to work on getting this out there right now.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And then since this is the end of the bar, let's give it a little style.
Okay.
Something like this, maybe.
Oh, sorry, Zach.
what I'm doing here is I'm placing notes in the sequencer. What do they call this again in the Reason? Just the.
That is, it's just a sequencer. You're inside of the clip right there.
Okay, and so this is pretty familiar to me. In FL Studio, we make a lot of our beats like this, especially me and Zach. And this is a little bit more familiar to us. It's still putting your notes in the piano roll is what we call it in FL Studio. This is actually something you could probably do.
Sweet.
Let's try that. There we go. Oh, I didn't even change the other one. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you actually have to just delete that one and copy and paste this one over there.
Okay, so that's a little bit different too. So it just keeps on going, just depending on how we do it, then, huh?
Yeah, you can just keep, copy and paste this one and then change this one if you want. You get another one, another variation.
Well, that's cool. All right.
So what do you think? You like that?
Yeah. I'm cool with this. Let's go ahead and stick with this.
Alright, so should we add...
Keep that mono. Yeah.
What are you thinking? What do you want to add next?
Let's see. Let's add in a bass line now. Maybe some hi-hats afterwards.
Okay, if you want to do the bass line, I'll do the hi-hats.
Okay, cool. So how do I get out of this?
So if you click close up there.
Oh, okay.
And then if you want, you can just delete that and then copy and paste that one.
Okay. There we go, guys. We have a song. Keep the single note afterwards. Okay, so you mean like this? Or do you mean you want me to just keep it as it is? Alright.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
There is a little bit of delay, but it's okay. We can go ahead and change it a little bit.
You know, you could also just like leave one and change another one so you have two different ones too.
There we go. Yeah, we could have two different versions. Okay. Well, we'll go there. We'll start with the bass line. So if I add an instrument, I go up here to instruments, right?
Right.
Okay. And then which one do you say would have the best bass?
It just depends. If you want something kind of a grimy electronic bass, I'd probably mess with a Subtractor or a Maelstrom. Subtractor has some good ones.
Subtractor? And I just drag it in here?
Yep.
Man, this is a really cool visual. I really like the visuals in Reason.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's all based off of real hardware, so it kind of gives you that feel.
See, it's pretty nice, smooth bass, but looking for something a little grungier. That's not a bass at all.
Yeah, go. If you go to the top, you'll see the bass folder.
Oh, there you go. Bass folder.
Play with some of those.
Actually, this one's kind of cool. Let's see. No, we're not making anything that chill, actually.
Corey, or Zach, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Zach. Zach, yeah, there is a Facebook page where we got to get that up there.
Want me to extend this one out like that? Oh, whoops, wrong one.
Right out into a verse. I see what he's saying.
Kind of like that?
Let's hear that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Go ahead and delete that one. It's kind of weird.
He said keep it how you have it now.
Oh.
Actually, on second thought.
It's like, that was really good. Do it again.
Yeah.
I feel like that actually adds a little bit of tension to the next set of bars. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool going into a verse too, so you could actually make that the second one.
Yeah, there we go. You're right, actually. We'll go ahead and change this one. Okay. So, close that.
Okay, so yeah, you undo.
Oh.
Edit undo. Because see, what you actually did there was create another base.
Oh, I did.
So yeah, just make sure that you got that selected.
Okay.
Because otherwise, anything you click in here is going to actually create in here. But if you have this selected, then it'll change it out of this instrument. So you want to make sure you clicked on the folder over here.
Right.
And then see how now it's orange. Now you're selecting instruments for that.
All right, good to know. Wouldn't have even noticed that. The attack on that side. It's ironic it's called attack on the bass.
Right. And you can go in there and mess with the filters or whatever too to get more whatever you're looking for as far as the sound.
Okay, I like this one. Let's go and try. Clicky, that's alright, there we go. Fucked up. Already, that was fast. Barely got 2 seconds in and I messed up already. Delete that. Okay, let's try that again. That's what it is.
I mean, the velocity is pretty low. Maybe we could try dropping it a little more and see. That seems like it made it worse. Another thing it could be is there's two notes there. No?
So why is the velocity reversed in this one?
I don't know.
Is that a little bit better, Sean? Lower the velocity on the other ones too, because they're a little bit softer, because when you raise the velocity it gets softer. That's weird.
Right.
Is that supposed to happen?
No. I don't know why it's doing that.
No.
Simply because it's easier.
Okay.
So we'll do the first four. So 16. Let's see where we're at.
If you guys have any questions too, feel free to go ahead and throw them out there.
Seeing the thing with Reason,
Mm-hmm.
see how here it's got the channel 8-9 exclusive.
Right.
So anything that's in channels 8 and 9 actually cancel each other out while they play.
Oh, really?
So you could put like an open hi-hat in one and a closed in the other, and that way if you have the open strike, so it's open, then you have that closed hi-hat coming. It helps to give it that more realistic drum sound, like a real hi-hat.
Okay.
And so you just turn on your channel 8-9 to do that.
I'm so sorry.
Everything is blurry. Oh no, that sucks. Okay, let's see. Well, something like that. Let's see, I got that first part, so I can just kind of just double it up over here.
Okay, and just copy and paste it.
Right. Just use this one on this whole one, and we'll try something maybe with some triplets on the.
Okay. So, go ahead and define what a triplet is.
Triplets just it's just the. That's a good question. it's like, okay, so it's the count basically, the amount of notes in the same amount of space. So like, for instance, if you have this set to 1/16, so you got 16, bars basically, 16. If you go to like triplets, then it adds more.
Oh.
So you're able to put in more in that same amount of space, if that makes sense, like more hi-hat, so it sounds faster.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of just gives it, like with trap beats, it gives it that, type feel to it.
Okay.
Kind of like a sprinkler or something, And then we'll start the second measure here with a triplet, some kind of variation.
Okay.
Let's go. So we'll go try the 16s and see how we like those. See how you get that. And then maybe.
Right.
So let's see. Maybe go back to 16s and put a couple. So we'll start here. So it just has a lot of variation for sure. You know, it gives it that. CenturyLink, oh god, CenturyLink is garbage.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why I put it with Comcast shitty customer service and ridiculous prices.
Very cool.
Keep going with that.
Yeah, Sean, it does look weird to me too, so you're not alone.
Yeah, it can be alien, man. He was Cody was showing me the FL Studio 2 last week, or it was a couple weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit was like had me kind of lost.
Right.
So see, all I'm doing is just switching this, and all this is switching the amount of bars I see. So if I got set to bar and I put a note in, it's only going to be a whole note.
Okay.
And it's going to cover, you know, that whole bar. Half note, there I can do a half note. You know what I mean?
That's really convenient.
Quarter note, eighth note, and so on. So yeah, it is. It makes it a lot easier. So.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go back to 16. Maybe I'll just stay with this triplets for a second. We'll see. So that's not what I was looking for. I know I want it here. Okay. So let's go back to the 16s.
Alright, Zach, I'll see you around, man. Thanks for doing this stream. So what's this little bar down here that you're pulling around? Is that just
This is okay. So basically, this is the whole width of my song right now. This is so as you can see, the colors are the same. Like if I go out here,
it's
I got
like one of those
orange,
sour
yellow
candies
there, and I got green. So as you see there, it's orange, yellow, green. So it's just kind of that's what it is that actual loop.
Okay.
And so when I go into it, if I grab the ends here and push it together, it's fine tunes it for me.
Wow, okay.
Get in there or pull it all the way out. Okay, so let's see where it began. So let's go do a triplet there. we'll go ahead and let that ride for our hi-hat for now, and we can play with that some more later too, but it's a pretty good little change up and variation. What are you thinking now? Maybe some snares, more, we could add more snares, we could do some triplet snares too at the end there on the turnaround.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Looks like we're using this one. Or I don't think we're using this one either. So we can mess with that one, and then we can actually change out that snare and find something else. Or we can just lay that one in there and then change it after too. Okay. So let's go ahead and do kind of a little bit of a trap at the end. Somewhere in here, we're going to want some triplets or a snare.
Okay.
Doesn't sound too right. Let's just see. Also, we're going to ramp up your velocity on those.
Right.
To get that more of a natural sound to it. And this one, as you can see, that one for some reason. Sometimes finding the placement for these is fun.
Sounds a little late. Not what I envisioned. Happens to me all the time when I'm working on music.
I go over this shit like 3 or 4 times, I swear. I mean, it's in that window, but yeah, I think you might actually need a 32 triplet. Let's try that and see.
32, wow, that's even smaller.
Yeah, so that means even faster. And might have to come back to that. Sometimes, sometimes it's bugs me.
We'll come back to that.
We'll come back. See, so now, say you don't really like it.
I find it interesting that the drums and the kicks and the hi-hats for some of the redrum channels are not in the same place. So
for some of the redrum channels?
Yeah, like we would switch you to it. It's like another drum, and then
yeah. A lot of them are, but yeah, there's some of them aren't. It just depends, but yeah. on time just fine until I actually have to record.
Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, so I think we're ready for something else. What do you want right now? You got some more melodies? Something with that bass line?
We can add some more melodies.
Oops. So let's go ahead. Play with this bass line a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Let's add some more.
I'm thinking, I have a bass that I want to try. Okay, let's see. Let me go
Okay.
on. I think it was a combinator. So we pull this combinator out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and look and see. I got paddles somewhere. Where did I do this one? I think I put you did instrument over the top of that, something to make it sing. I agree.
Okay.
Let's see. First, let me play with this bass a little bit.
But first, the bass.
The bass. Get that rhythm section down tight. Okay, so what's here? So now no bass. So we'll just take this one and drop it down here. See how this
Okay.
goes. Oh, shit.
There you go. That was actually kind of the grungy kind of sound I was going for.
And like this one, the actual combinator actually has multiple instruments, multiple effects. You got a screen in there, adds a lot of grit to it. And then so if you wanted to, you actually just change one of these instruments. You get in with that some variation.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Is it good? I might check it out when I get the chance.
Dying Light is really dope, man. I love that game. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna change it up for a little simple stuff. you want to go ahead and
Do I add another melody?
yeah, we got a few more things. And
Alright. Let's do this.
go over what our schedule is gonna be like for this stream. Get some of that on there.
Cool. Let's see, what kind of instrument should I add now? Alright, what kind of instrument should I add in there? What do you think, Sean?
He said some kind of a synth lead over the top.
Another lead?
So go back to your instruments and let's try. Let's see. Yeah, try a Maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
Oh, that's the ID8.
Oh, my bad.
There you go.
Maelstrom.
Now go into your polysynths.
Okay.
Play with some of these. I like
Depeche
that.
Mode, anybody?
Yeah, I like that. I actually do like that. You might like that more than what's on there now.
Dang, Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode. You gotta get that little hair thing going across this way. Start combing your hair this way.
Oh yeah, just the whole head?
Yeah.
Over to the side?
Yeah, dude. That's nice. I like that.
Coliseum of Truth, that is pretty nice. Is there one that says that? No, I don't see it. It's kind of a tangy kind of sound.
It's a pretty cool little ghostly bell.
Oh, that was weird.
It's like a digital fart.
Digital farts. That sounds creepy.
That's pretty crazy.
Dubstep breakdown. Dubstep. Okay, let's just go back up here. I really like that air pits.
Yeah. Me too.
So let's see what we got here first. Maybe a little bit higher. Too high.
That's about it right there.
Yeah.
I think you're an E on the other melody and the bass.
I think so too. I'll go and do that then. Add the clicky clicks. Oops.
Oh, stop.
Whoa.
You're not at the beginning of your.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you
That's
just start recording right there.
good catch. It reminds you of Halo? Cool. Speaking of Halo, I don't hear anyone talk about the new one anymore, huh?
What, Halo 5?
Yeah.
I haven't even played it.
Yeah, see? Wow, what's up with that?
I don't know, man. I like Halo, but I just.
Messed up already.
You know what that's reminding me of? The Airpids. It's reminding me of this old Bone Thugs and Harmony song that they did. It was like, God, what was it? It's really cool. I can't remember.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay. Actually, undo real quick and change your 16T up there to bar.
Oh,
And that
yes.
way you're right on point. Boom. There you go.
sounds.
Take the click out.
That's what that is.
Mute that lead. I like that.
I think that
Nice,
song
right.
is off. So yeah, we could just fix it in here.
Yeah.
Alright, it's like this, right? Okay. Hold on. Whoops. Delete that. There it is. Should be it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing and I'm making music, guys. You can do it too. At least on Reason. I don't know what I'm doing at all on Reason.
You got it, Dan. You're getting it done.
Sounds good. I'll take that.
I like it too. Alright, so for the hell of it, let's add a sample, rec sample, see if we can get something to add more to that drum maybe, or some percussion elements.
There we go. Whoops. Excellent. Guys.
Let's hear that thing. You're like,
Yeah.
alright, so let's see here, man. I'm gonna try to play with this too real quick.
I am Thor.
I am Thor. Interesting. Kinda like that.
Yeah, that one's kind of cool with the big club beat.
Put it down. Cool.
Not bad.
So let's see. Let's just kind of see what we can do with it.
Alright, so what is this one we're adding in right now?
So this is a Dr. Octo Rex. This is basically just a sample player, but it allows you to do so much. Like you can actually go and every individual slice of a sample you can change. You can change anything from the pitch. You can pan it. You can change the level of it, the decay. Anything.
Okay.
And so it can be playing one and then completely muting or changing out. Anything. But yeah, so basically it just plays back samples, but it also has let you load up to 8 samples, so you can actually record and automate playing different ones. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. So just that easy, you could get some variation and get some real live sounding stuff.
Cool.
Well, let's get some percussion. I like that right there. There you go. Let's see what else we got though. Yeah, man, that Octorex is sick, dude. You can do a lot with it, for sure.
Can you give me something like that in that little video?
It's pretty dope.
It would save me a lot of time.
So same thing, you want to change out your whole patch, you just click here, and then all these different patches load up 8 different, sometimes not quite 8, but it just loads up some different ones.
Oh.
Adds a little more ride to it, huh? See, so I'm just gonna change it back and forth between those two. You get a really cool little variation there.
Alright.
All you gotta do, you can just copy it to your track. Just make sure that you have the actual, so you don't want to have one of these selected. You want to make sure you have the red Octorex selected, and then you can just click this copy loop to track, and then boom.
Okay, cool.
There it is. And just check this out.
Yes to the tambourine. Got it.
Hell yeah. Shit sounding slick for sure. So, I don't know, do you want to add anything else? You think that sounds good?
I think it sounds good. But
So, we can do a little bit of rough mixing if we want.
alright, show me how this mixing works in Reason.
So, all you want to do is go to the actual mixer. So here's all our tracks. So if we solo them out, we can hear what we got here. It's our tambourines. Just gonna rename those. Oh, it says tambourine.
Probably just this has a long sub.
Yeah. Alright, so let's start with that in our drum kit. That shit sounds slick. Alright, so see, so this is the thing I was telling you about. I guess we could just go into it a little bit. I mean, it's an advanced thing, but
Okay.
you can just mix this way if you want. But I mean, if you're really gonna try to mix a track and have a really nice sounding finished mix and then master, you're gonna want more space in that in your drums. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and we're gonna separate these drums. So let's see if we find the here R&B. So here's our mix channel for our drums. So right now, as you can see, you have your left and right for your redrum going into the input, left and right for that mix channel.
Right.
So that's why if you go to your mixer, you have the whole drum
on
one mix channel.
Okay.
See right here, this R&B mix channel.
Okay.
So if you want to, obviously we want more than that. So hold on a sec. Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry, I know. So what we can do is disconnect this.
Dangling cables, yes.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me see. What are we using here? We're using 1, 4. Oh, was that 2 as well? So 1, 4, 5, and 7.
I think we use 6 too.
You're right. You're using 9 too. So 9. Goddamn, are we using all of them? No, I don't think we are. So we're using 1. Okay, so we're using 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So we're using 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Okay.
So what we want to do, we already got this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 5 more mix channels. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just hold down, right click right here, go to utilities, mix channel, boom.
Okay.
Utilities, mix channel, mix channel. So how many did I say? 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 more. So now, if you go back to your mixer there, you can see I got a bunch more mix channels.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run the outs. Oops, gosh, I'm sorry, I keep doing that. We're gonna run the outs of each one of these we're using into its own mix channel. So
Okay.
and then also, let me see, are these all? See, you see how these aren't lighting up red right here?
Mm-hmm.
That means these are all mono sounds. So we can save ourselves some processing power by just running them all mono. So you just hold down shift and grab and just drag over the left of each one to its own mix channel.
Cool.
Oh, wait, we weren't using 2. It was 1, 4, 5, 6.
This is too real life.
7. Right. And see, that's cool because now I know this. I can actually go to a real studio and hook shit up like this.
Yeah.
So now they should all be back in there again. I'll send them all. Oh, I guess I got them muted. So now you hear all your drum sounds are back again. So now we can mix them up.
Okay.
So I changed them all the colors so I know what they are. I know those are all my drums. And then we can go in and actually start, mixing one at a time. A lot of times though, to see how these are both highs,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I leave all those on just one channel.
Okay.
In order to do that, all you got to do is anything that's not hooked up through here is going to play through the left and right.
Okay.
So anything that doesn't have its own channel. So I could easily just, let's see, which one was it? The hi-hats were 9 and 6, or no, 7 and 9. So we're going to take 7, oops.
Oh no, everything fell off.
7. And
Like how it just
we got
swings
rid of
down.
9. So we'll just run this out. And so now, see, I got both of them playing through the one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I don't need this one anymore. Oops, oh shit. Yeah, no kidding. Sorry, man. I go to audio technician school, so I know how that is. Alright, so let's see. We got our highs there. Let's go ahead and use the EQ. So if we click right here, this is our graphic equalizer.
Cool.
And so I'm just going to add some high pass filter on this. Get rid of some of that low end. so make sure we're not getting any bleed into our lows.
Okay.
So there's that. Another thing is the pan. Okay, so since it's both going to one, if I pan it left or right, they're both going to be panned left or right. Okay. So if I want to pan them separately, then I have to go back to the actual redrum and just pan the instrument. So it's just these two. So I'll just pan one over a little bit and the other one. Let's go over this way.
Okay.
So now you can get that separation.
Okay. A little dynamics.
Right. And this kick is pretty soft. Let's beef it up. Same thing we're gonna do a low pass on this one. Might still add something else to that. We'll leave that for now.
Okay, so let's go ahead and explain what the difference between a high pass and a low pass is. What are we looking at here?
So this is your graphic EQ, see LPF and HPF, that's high pass and low pass filter. A low pass filter means it's going to allow all frequencies that are low end to pass. So if I click it, you see how I have this curve here? So that means anything from this frequency up is going to be ramped down until you basically can't hear it. Okay. So if I grab this and bring it in, see, and that, so that was the air pitch. So now as you can see, all you can hear is the low end. You're not getting that high anymore. Right. And it's the same thing with the high pass filter. It only lets the high frequencies pass through. See, so now, kind of like that. Kind of gives a little bit more suspense. And so let's go ahead and bring the bass into. Holy shit!
Oh dang, that thing is pretty big.
That's gonna need some compression, but for now we'll just throw some filters. Yeah, that's way too much. And that one, kind of just leave it because it's got, supposed to have all that in it. So yeah, it'll take a little low end. Yeah, that bass is killing. That's a rough mix. We still have other tools we can use. I don't know.
There we go.
So that's our first track together, man. Using Reason.
Yeah, cool. I had fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'll turn this down a little bit so we can kind of. So, anything you wanted to cover before we end our first stream? Maybe kind of go back over what we just did.
Okay. Yeah, Sean. If there's anything you want to see what we did or how we did it, or how I did it and then he fixed it, because I don't know what I'm doing.
I think Reason's actually, it's pretty, in depth. There's a lot to it, but it's also got, a lot of user friendliness to it.
Yeah,
with the interface and stuff.
I think my favorite part about Reason is just that user interface and also dangly cables, right?
Yeah, dangly cables, especially when you first turn it over. Here, let's look at the dangly cables.
There you go.
You really want to see some dangly cables? We'll have to show you this other track we did, Sean. Let me save this.
So what are we gonna do with this beat, or what are you gonna do with this beat?
I don't know, man. We could put it up on the channel. If someone hears it and likes it, and we want to rap over it, let us know.
Yeah, we should set up a SoundCloud page then for TuneD.
Yeah,
and then,
definitely.
Put our beats up there. People can get them. So yeah, we'll put out this beat so you guys can download it and check it out if you like it, and we'll take care of that soon.
Here's some extra dangly cables for you, Sean. Check this out.
Whoa.
So, yeah, man. Same thing. Just a lot of going on back here. These same thing. All these cables and stuff. I actually hooked all this up one by myself. It was part of my Reason class at Berkeley that we had to do that. So if I open all this stuff up there, you can see it's running all over the place.
Just strings just throwing up.
And this was
cables.
Also a track that I actually made in Berkeley.
Oh, cool.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, this one.
Lottie Dottie, we likes the party. We don't start trouble.
So you can do everything, and Reasons like any DAW, you can do your vocals and everything. So what finished product looks like as far as the song being recorded in Reason. Here's your actual audio waveforms that you recorded into your mic, my vocals and stuff.
Right.
It's Lottie Dottie when they
you can actually go in and see this is actually comped. So how I do it, because I recorded this myself by myself. I didn't have anyone helping me. So what you can do with Reason, this is like a really cool tool. You can actually go in and set your loops, your LNR, to a certain part. So say if you're going to record a verse, you could set your LNR to that verse, and then just literally go in there and hit record, go in there and record it over and over. So say you mess up, instead of being like, oh, I'm starting all over again, just say, okay, give it a couple bars, then come in, and then just keep doing that, and then you can actually take and see these are all different takes.
Oh, cool.
So I can actually cut and take little pieces of each take and comp them together,
right,
super fast.
That is really fantastic.
Yeah, that's the best part about what they did to Reason, since I think they added this in like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's amazing, man, because you can record so much faster and stuff.
It saves a lot of time and everything.
Lottie Dottie, we likes the party. We don't start trouble.
Yeah, man, so that is sexy. Yes, all those chords are very sexy. I love it.
He's satisfied. We have one satisfied customer.
Yes, that's good. Maybe he'll return for our next episode.
Maybe he'll come back.
So, I guess the way we're going to plan on doing this, let me turn this down.
Lottie Dottie, we likes the party. We don't start trouble. We might find somebody. Yeah.
I paint pictures with ash, a fallen culture built on cash, a slave race from working class, find hoes with big ass. Go and
So, I guess what we're going to try to do is
if you really wanted
alternate, right?
Yeah,
So,
be alternating.
1 week it'll be me hosting the stream and using Reason, and then the next week it'll be Cody hosting the stream and using FL Studio. So that way we're kind of covering, because you're experienced with that,
Right.
and I'm experienced with Reason, but also I think too there's a lot of people out there who produce in both programs.
Exactly. And also too, we'll also try to do episodes where we're both together like this, working on something together too.
Yeah.
Next time I'll come with the actual source, stuff to work with from FL Studio, put out some samples, and then
Right.
bring them over, and then we'll work with them.
Yeah, sounds fun, man. So this was our first episode. It ran a lot longer than we thought it would. It's about,
Yeah.
well, no, actually it's about what it went last time, right? About an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, yeah.
So I guess that's what we're looking at, about 60 to 90 minutes a week is what we're going to be trying to put out. We're also going to be doing some interviews with other local producers and people that we work with.
Right.
Maybe have them come in like we're doing and do a stream together. But also even just, get some video footage and then play some interviews we're getting
There
with
you
local
go.
guys.
Interviews are coming soon, and if you're a musician and is interested in being interviewed, just show us some of your stuff, and we'll see what we can do from there.
Yeah, and we can, if you're in the Ogden area, we're in Ogden, if you're in the area or in Salt Lake, anywhere around there, we might be able to, actually come out to your spot and check out your studio and get some footage like that.
Should be even better.
But even if you're not, we can just set it up through a Skype or whatever, or
Do the
Google.
interview through Skype, and then if you'd like to, it'd be easier if you could also get video footage of your area and
Right.
where you're working in. We'll do stuff like that.
Sweet. So thanks for tuning in this first episode. We're hoping that everything went right. We had somebody actually watching this time to let us know if our sound was jacked up.
And it was, thankfully.
Yeah, it was. So thankfully, thanks a lot, man, for helping us out. And yeah, man, hopefully we keep this going and just build on it and see what happens.
Exactly. So this is Zodiax here. We got Lyve here. And thanks for tuning in. So stay tuned.
All right, man. Yeah, stay tuned. Next episode next week. And peace.
Peace.